Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. As you can see, we got a lot of snowflakes running around right now. That means our domestic fuels must not be doing so great, and they're not. We do have a lot of coal though, and the coal should be supplementing that a little bit. It has that click on houses here. Most of them have domestic fuel, so we might need to get a little bit more serious on that front. I think we really only have the one sawmill that's making us domestic fuel, so let's just get it started up with that today here. Get another sawmill put up right over in there, and then let's stuck one over here. I don't think we have one operating in this location yet, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll make both of those domestic fuels. And then we got a couple houses here slated to get built up. In the last episode here, we had these open, so I wanted to fill those in, get those hammered out. We have a lot of people that are homeless, so I want to get some houses built up for those guys. We threw this textile mill in here to help with the processing of our flax into linens to help with our clothing issue, because as you can see, we're down to 8. An additional problem has occurred, and that is we are kind of running out of laborers. But now we just have a bunch of immigrants that arrived to the town. So we have pharmacy and we do have a hospital, so I'm not afraid to grab these 31 people. Now, the thing that is kind of scary with that is, well, we're having a cold issue, first of all. We don't have enough clothes for the people we have already. And then, of course, they have to be fed, right? So, in addition to that, I think I'm going to take this mountain out of here. And I think I'm going to continue to form our farms in this really type direction. I did put in another little neighborhoody area to put in some more houses. Ooh, a gigantic alpaca has ran into the city. It seems to be in shock and was running around injuring people. Are you going to deal with it? We're going to capture it. The alpaca fiercely resisted and ran away after injuring several people. That's not great. But yeah, anyways, we're going to have another little spot here for a bunch of houses. And I'm going to try and do its own processing, just like we've been doing with the other areas here. And I think what we're doing here, just going to build a road across to kind of have a visual marker for me to see that's about as far as the houses are going to go down. So we can utilize this area or even over here for other buildings besides houses. So we have all the things we need there. We have the hospital, got a bathhouse. I put a mosque in here so that we can see that. If you've watched other episodes, you've seen what the mosque looked like. But it's cool to have the variety. We have another fuel factory ready to roll here, so I'm going to go ahead and get that started. And then we put in these forges in the last episode here, so we're going to utilize them now. We're going to go for some building kits. We should have a good amount of glass and bricks. Planks are okay, and steel should be okay. We have another fuel factory here, second one. I'm only going to leave one in there for now. I know would make sense to just move one person into the one and have only one operating, but I'm going to leave it for now. And then I decided to put in another smelter because we need some more steel because we're going to be utilizing it for forges. We're currently making steel tools. That's where a lot of our steel is going. And now that I say that, I'm thinking I might want a couple more smelters even just because of that. So let's go ahead and we'll put 2 more in. We're using it up to make the steel tools, and then if we're going to also be using it for building kits, I want to make sure that we are able to continue to build. And then now we're getting into the more kind of indie game stuff. Buildings are going to start to require some more those things, building kits especially. So we want to have the steel ready. Here's another advanced tailor to try and remedy this problem that we've been having with clothing. We got that guy operating. I think we were going to do something different with this one, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was the straw shoes. So we'll go ahead and we'll do straw shoes over here. And then we have clothing. We got 3 clothing guys right here. We have a textile mill ready for a worker. And then down here in our 2x2s, we have cactuses, we have flax, and we have an agave. So kind of a self-sufficient area in this space is what I was going for. And then, of course, our dense forest farm is ready to roll over here as well. We sprinkled around a few research institutes. Here they are, getting built up still. So we're still waiting for those guys to really take off. And we've been trying to utilize paper for these. And we've been making paper by using our bamboo. And then these guys, paper mills, to process reeds or bamboos into paper for our technology stuff. So that's what we've been doing with that. So we got another dense forest farm here ready to roll. I'm going to go bamboo in that. And then I think I saw something else that needed somebody. Here we go. Our fishing dock needs to produce fish. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. I do want to put 2 more people in there, but I can't really yet. With only 9 laborers, that's not great. So what does this look like? Senior mine, good to go. I think I'm just going to keep those 5 people. I don't need them now, so we'll do that. But we were talking about kind of expanding our food area, and then we got interrupted by that alpaca. I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of end up going on either side of this road here. I do want to be able to use these farms for this little area as well as, the rest of the towns as well. We're just kind of barely cutting into it right there. So I'm going to stop with that. And then can we put one more down here? We could if we move that road, and we could absolutely move that road. So let's just go ahead and sneak in here, knock those out, and then get this last one right there. And then we'll go ahead and get our dirt road and kind of tied into that instead. And then we'll go like this. Yeah, we'll put it there so that it has access to the road, and then that's just going to leave that dump space in the middle. You know what? I don't want that dump space. We're going to do like that. And I'll put one more road right there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so 6 more farms on the way. That's pretty good for some more pea action. If we get some corn, I would like to use some corn, but we don't have that just yet. Tech points, 0 tech points. Now, we were talking about going into agriculture, getting the corrals, and I kind of do like that. There isn't really anything else right now that is super demanding. I would like to get to animal power, but we need the corrals to have horses and donkeys, so I'm kind of waiting for that. That's why I wanted to get to the corrals. Construction, pretty much everything here besides furniture is we can wait for. Well, we can wait for furniture too. And then we do have our mines and our quarry that I would like to upgrade here eventually. But I think we can work on the corral for now. I think that's just fine. And I would also like to upgrade some stuff and get a little bit more end game stuff. But for now, let's work towards that the corrals, I think. So we'll just wait and get a bunch of tech points. All I got to do, really. And we could probably make some more paper here. So what are we looking at? Only 7. I can put more people in here. Okay. But I don't really have a whole lot of people. So now I'm getting kind of to a point where I don't have enough workers for the stuff I want to do. And it looks like our quarries ran out. So maybe before we do any of that agriculture stuff, we upgrade our quarry to this guy, the senior quarry. So we should be able to handle all of that stuff pretty okay. Steel's kind of low, it looks like. They might need to do yet another steel smelter. We do have the 1 point, so let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll get the quarry, and then we'll start to work on the agriculture stuff, because we can mark this for upgrade once we get some steel. So let's go back over to our steely area over here, and here's our smelter. Go ahead and make sure that's operating. We got our other one operating. Put 2 people in there. Put 2 people in there. Okay, so now as long as we got coal and as long as we got iron, which should be all taken care of right in this space, we should be okay to go for that steel action. And with 18 laborers, let's go ahead and see what else we have. Oh, this definitely needs to get turned on. Get some cactus cuts going. Put 4 people total in there because those are so ridiculous. They use a lot of workers. And then here's our other. Where did we have our other cactus cuts? I thought it was really close to our little area here. I just wanted to check on. Oh, here it is. Check on the production here. So yeah, last year 1,148 cactus cuts. So that's a great amount of food coming in just for that guy. And then for reserves, 7,000 cactuses. That's pretty great. I'm gonna go ahead and make another one because we're gonna utilize some of those cactuses, I think. Oops, it's away from the road. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab that again. Pop that right there. Okay, great. And then our sawmill ready to go. Domestic fuels, 16 people. I'm gonna go to about 10 workers, I think. And then okay, so that's one domestic fuel. We did put another one in. I think that was over here. Not quite built yet. Okay, we're just waiting on that guy still. And then this new area up over here is probably getting to the point where, yeah, stuff is getting put together. And that means that it's going to take up some workers, which that's okay. Okay, so the senior housing, that's 2 away. That's not terrible. Like, I keep saying I want to go down to the corrals, and then I find something else that I get into here. The heating would be good because that's going to provide a spot for people to warm up when they're away from their houses. So, like, if people are working way down over here, we could put that building in, well, I don't know, like here, and then the people on the farm could go to there instead of having to go all the way to their house, wherever that could be, to warm back up. So this provides a spot. It's like a warming chalet when you're skiing, basically. Let's see. Okay, looks like we got another dense forest here, so we wanted to go tree seeds on that guy. Make sure that we got enough timber coming in. It looks like it's a struggle point. Sawmill is good to go. Go ahead and put that going like so. Now we're down to 8 laborers. Okay, so I think we do have more than one school operating right now. I think We could take some kids out of there. We're at 45 students right now. And make those guys our laborers, but I think we'll just hold off for now. Let's see where we're looking like. Oh, and we got farms getting created too. That's great. That's where most of our workers are going. I betcha. We'll go ahead and get some peas started up. Get some peas started up here. And then we got 3 more getting built up. Our caravan met with a mishap. Ugh. So we lost the people that were working on that caravan as well. Where is that trade happening? Where's our guy? That should be like right here. Okay, so yep, that was our looping one, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to wait to get some more people back before we can start grading again, unless we find that school and turn the school off and make those the kids work for us basically. So we could do that. So here's the one school, and the other one's right next door to it. Let's go ahead and take this person out of there, and that should force a bunch of people to graduate. Yep, here we go. So now we're up to 16. Oh, so that's okay. So let's go ahead and we'll get our caravan set up to loop again. We're gonna go -4, and then we're gonna go Carlos. We're gonna loop it, and then we're going to sell, and we're gonna sell tobacco. We're at 750 before per trade. How are we looking at for stock? Okay, so it's okay. Let's just leave it at 750 for now. We're gonna buy insurance, looping for tobacco form. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll sell that stuff. Carlos, there we go. So we replaced that. 28,000 silver coins. That's pretty good. I'm watching for ships to come past, and the last one that was here didn't have anything. I'm looking for blueprints mainly, and so hopefully this one has something else, but we'll see. And now we're at 15 laborers, so that goes quick for sure. Ooh, and I didn't have these ready for the season. Hopefully I'm fast enough here. We can get some planting done. For some reason that's not taking. I must be misclicking. There we go. Okay, so with those 3, it's an additional bucket load of peas, basically. These are 1,000 a piece, so we're gonna have like another 6,000 peas. That's pretty good. Lots of people coming in here, so we gotta be able to feed them. And let's see. Okay, so we're looking at what water? People are thirsty. How? We have 20,000, 22,000 buckets of water. Maybe we need a. See, here's another thing I want. So I'm thinking about was it supply terminal? Oh, they changed this on me. Workers restore designated items in the structure from storage type. Any building can take. Okay, so this would work. So if we did a supply terminal and called for, say, water, like up in here, we don't really have water sources. Not really. We don't even have wells up here. Okay, well, 1 well. That would help to bring some water up over in here, and that might be a good thing. But we need more tech points. Let's see. So maybe that's what we have to do. We could do a school expansion or education efficiency as well. It doubles our efficiency, so that would be good. And then we could also do boarding schools as well. And then academy is free development points, so it gets pretty nice if you can manage to get to it, which is not super difficult to do. Let's kick these up a notch here. So we should have some bamboo, right? Yep, we got a little bit. Let's go ahead and we'll put a bundle of people in there. We'll put 3 more in here. Okay, get that kicked up. Hopefully we can get some more paper coming in, because that's what we really need right now, is just a bunch of tech points and some paper and all that stuff happening. Okay, that one's got some, so that's good. The that one doesn't, but I need to turn it on for this guy too. Paper. Yep. All right, great. So that's coming along. Working on our tech points here. Ooh, we could adjust some of our builders, because we do have a ton of builders around here. We could go knock everything back down to 2, especially in this area where it's built up. Ooh, since autumn began, never before seen mushrooms have been found by gatherers to be sprouting in the wild. It does not look like a poisonous species, but whether or not it is edible is anyone's guess. Do we want to try it or throw it away? We're probably going to throw it away. I don't really want to mess with mushrooms, because that's a good way to get poisoned. So we'll just avoid that. Go ahead and do some peas in there. That's probably too late to get started, but that's okay. And then this guy, Cactus Workshop. Get a bunch more people working on that. Get some cactus nuts rolling in. And planks are at a cap for 1,000. Not too bad. How's steel tools looking? 705. Awesome. Now, we did have some iron tools. Look at that. So we could upgrade our farms and get really good efficiency. So let's go ahead and do that. I probably won't do every single farm with you here, because that's going to take quite a minute, but I would like to do it with as many as we could here. So I'll do the first 6 here, and then we'll fill this rest of this out later. get everybody upgraded to hose. And then these farms I probably won't upgrade, but the dense stuff I definitely will, just to make those even more better. This guy is still looking for upgrades. Steel's ready. Let's go ahead and get that marked to upgrade. And then we have that better quarry, so that will be good. And then hopefully by the time that's ran out, we'll have the next one ready to go. Okay, so we have our merchant ship here. I'm going to pause the game because I don't know how long it's sitting. So we, again, don't have any blueprints, unfortunately, which really stinks because I'm really hoping to get some. And I don't really see anything else. We could buy some rough clothes, but that's so expensive here. I'm going to dismiss it. We're going to buy some clothes. We're going to buy it from one of our trade partners so that we can get some rep for them. I don't know who would have the best prices with that. Oh, we're going to get level 3 with Carlos here, which is going to get us the obsidian mine, which is going to be fantastic. So in that case, since we know that that's on the way, let's start a plan where we can put it. So we got rid of quite a few mines around here, mine areas at least. Let's get this up here. And let's see if we can find a spot for an open one. So we could maybe go on the backside here. We do have a road started. So we'll see if we can get our obsidian mine started over here. A gem mine would be another one that would be really great to have. But I think that was Rania. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, gem mine right here, level 3. So we're already almost halfway there with our rep for Rania to get that. So we could do gems and obsidian and then do a bunch of loops. Just getting money like crazy. It'd be really great to do. Let's demo the cemetery. And then we'll be one more step closer for the Chichen Itza for our replacing our cemeteries with Carlos. So that's what we would really like to do here. And still, the next thing I want to get into, so many things that I could possibly do. That's kind of what I fall into with this game, is just get excited about it and then want to do all the things. And I think silver might be good. We could start mining that, but we can't mint it yet. So maybe we won't do that. Trade. I don't really want to do any of this yet. Let's go with the school expansion, I think, next. Maybe heating. Yeah, let's go heating. Let's go heating and go senior housing. Senior housing is really expensive. Lots of glass, lots of cut stone, but a bucket load of building kits, 360. So it's going to take quite a bit. I'm going to go for heating first, though. And then we'll hopefully solve that the freezing problem that we had in the beginning of the episode here when we had people running around. So we'll work on that. And let's get this other one replaced here. They got rid of that very quickly. Looks like that one didn't take in. Oh, my mouse is going bad on me. I'm missing a bunch of clicks here. And this looks good. Okay, yeah, so this area is really ready to go now. We got our mosque up. Let's check that out. It's a cool little design. It kind of looks weird when around like a bunch of greenery when it's very sand-based. But it's still cool to have, for sure. But, okay, now we're up to 34 laborers again, so that's great. We bounced back. Slowed down just a bit. We've got some people coming of age, probably is what happened. So I'm going to turn that school back on, get a teacher back in there, and get kids learning. And then it looks like our tech point just got up. So let's go ahead and we'll grab heating, grab the boiler room, and we'll go boiler room. And I'll probably do a handful of these just because they're pretty handy when they're up and operational. So let's pop one right there. And we got all these guys. Let's plop one right over here. And we could make a road back in here. That's something we should probably do. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave a wiggle room. Go right there. And this should be good. So we'll put one right in there. And we'll put one more down over here. Now, we probably don't have the materials for all those just yet. But eventually we will. And it'll be really nice to have these guys up and operational. And here comes wintertime. So let's see. So steel is... Okay, apparently we still need a lot of steel. How are you guys doing? 36, 35. Yeah, can I do anything here? Nope, not really. I can make another one, I guess. So let's go ahead. We'll put one more smelter in. That's our smelter this episode here. Going kind of wild with them. But we need a lot of steel. So we do have the 29 people, like I mentioned. So what we could do... Oh, our clear band is back. And then there we go. We got our upgrade from Carlos. Let's go... Here, we're going to go to Rania, and we're going to buy insurance, and we are going to buy items. Now, we've been buying cats, right? How many cats do we have? 0 currently. So we could buy a ton of cats. But can we buy 20 cats? Let's see what that does. Oh, we could buy 20 cats. All right, so let's put it in that order there. And then we need a lot of steel, right? So I'm thinking we just do a steel buy from Rania as well. And I don't know how much these are going to weigh. They're 5 apiece. Okay, so um, can we do, that would be 40, right? Perfect. All right. So not, I mean, that's not going to be enough really for what we need, but this will be a good start. Cat, steel, and then we could even sell some tobacco because we have so much, right? Okay, now we're getting a little low. So I'm not going to sell. We're just going to farm, get that going, and get some more cats coming, and get some more steel coming in. That'll be really good. We need both those things. Oh, and then it looks like our rocks are really low. Good, this will be done very, very shortly. Okay, so now we got obsidian roads. We are going to start to change things to obsidian once we get some more obsidian mines going. Hopefully we can do more than one. And it looks like we have to go to resources, and then we have obsidian mine right here. This is great. Super excited about this. Such a great thing to have for trading. Oh, that'll work. Fantastic. Right there. Okay, we'll put that one in. And then we were talking about putting it over here as well. Let's see. Okay, we can do that one there. And oh man, look at that. One little blip away. Perfect. Okay, so we'll do like that. We'll bring our road down here, and then it looks like we even have room right in the corner for a transfer station. So let's go ahead and do that. Transfer station. Great. And, you know, we might as well grab another one of those heating things. The boiler rooms. And we'll plop that, like, right. Let's go over here so that the other mine has access. Okay, we'll get that started. We'll get this area coming up. We're going to need building kits. We should have enough for one of these at least. And then a lot of steel. We still need a lot of steel. Lanterns we're still going to need a lot of. So it's going to take a minute for that stuff to get completed for sure. Lacking a few resources for it. And then once that obsidian mine really gets cooking, you know what we should do is put a couple of warehouses over there. Like I said, we can set up some more loops. And that's going to be really great once we can do that. Lots and lots of trades going on. Put 2 over there so they're ready to go. And let's check out. Oh, this is good. Awesome. Get that stone harvesting happening again. We have 6 people in here total. I was just making sure that we still had that. Paper is still not good enough. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put in another one. Put in another dense forest. Let's go 2. Let's go for it. We're gonna go 3. I think I'm gonna do most of those bamboo because I don't really want to wait for bamboo anymore. I'm kind of tired of it. So we'll do that, and then we'll put in a bunch of paper makers up here. Look at that, they fit in there perfectly for a little bit here, anyways. At least for one. Get that started up there, and then we should have tons of bamboo. It's great. We're using it for all sorts of things. We already have a good amount, and then hopefully tons of paper as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop in another one right next door to this one, and then let's go up here. That'll be great. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Paper should be taken care of here after. So that'll be really nice to get that settled out. Okay, and then, yep, we're waiting on our obsidian mines over here. And I guess that's going to be a decent enough spot to stop for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you on the next episode with Settlement Survival.